What are deponent verbs? In this video, that's what I'm going to cover in just 3 minutes. Deponent verbs are active verbs in disguise. They're essentially verbs that look passive in form but are active in meaning. This means they follow passive endings for each tense, but they are translated actively. There aren't very many of them, but they're important as they often trip people up in exams and translations. Let's look at an example. Hortor means I encourage. Here are the principal parts. The first, hortor, is the first person singular present, I encourage. This shows me that the verb is only found in the passive form, as this would usually be a present active. However, from the translation I can tell it's translated actively, so must be a deponent verb. Because it's deponent, it only has 3 principal parts rather than the usual 4. This is because the third principal part, the perfect tense stem, uses the perfect passive participle, hortatus, and the verb to be. This is the way passive perfect tenses are formed. This means we already have the perfect passive participle in the list and don't need it again separately. Here are some common examples of deponent verbs: hortor, ingredior, loquor, miror, regredior, sequor, utor, and verior. Let's look at some examples in Latin. If you need a reminder of the passive endings, then go and download this free verb reference guide. It has all the endings of every tense, voice, and mood in Latin, and it will really help you with this next exercise, and there's a link in the description below. Remember, these verbs look passive but are translated as active. If you want to have a go at these on your own, pause the video here, otherwise I'm going to go through them now. So number 1, puella statua mirator. The girl wonders at the statue. The deponent here is in the present tense, so wonders, and it is third person singular. The girl is nominative and the statue is the accusative. Number 2, viri de victoria locuti sunt. The deponent here, locuti sunt, is in the perfect tense. The men are in the nominative, so the sentence means the men spoke about the victory. Number 3, nos Romani semper consulos sequemur. The deponent looks present here, but it's actually future. It's a third conjugation verb, so uses the e rule for the future, not borberis bitter. It's a first person plural, and nos Romani agrees with this, so the sentence means we Romans will always follow the consuls. Number 4, Ionuam villae utebaris. Utebaris is a second person, singular, imperfect tense. Again, it's a deponent, so it looks passive, but we're going to translate it as active. It means you were using, and the whole sentence means you were using the door of the house. Number 5, cras ad urbem regressa ero. The deponent here is formed from the perfect stem and the verb to be in the future tense, and this makes it a future perfect. So the sentence means I will have returned to the city tomorrow. And that's deponent verbs. I hope this has been useful. The most important thing to remember is that they look passive, but they're really active in meaning. They're sneaky ones. Now look out for my video about even sneakier verbs, semi-deponents, which will be on my channel soon. If you'd like an update of when that video comes out, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on bambasbat.